Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling video, but it's not a tier list or a review. PWI just dropped their top 500 last week, and Campo and I are here to discuss it. So with me, once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything in between. He reviews the PWI top 500 like we are going to be doing today. But before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let's help this channel grow. We need to hit 350 before the end of the year. We're about 10 away. So come on, 10 people. That's all it takes. 10 more people to subscribe and we hit 350. So let's get this done. We're only about 3 months away. So PWI top 500. This list isn't bad this year. Number 10, I kind of don't agree with. And number 6
that at all.
And number 6, I don't agree with.
I don't agree with that at all either.
Okay. So we'll go backwards from 10 to 1, and then we'll talk about some notable misses, some notable people that have made big jumps, some notable people that made big dips.
And then I will give a complete list of my own. Okay,
then. That's great. Because number 10, we're starting off with Mystico, who was number 46 last year and is number 10 this year.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sure he has, but I don't remember him winning any belts throughout the entire year.
Same here. Number 9, Gunther, was number 4 last year, dropped 5 positions.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I heavily don't agree with that. He's the best wrestler in WWE.
Absolutely. Number 8, who also dropped 5 positions, was number 3 last year, Jon Moxley.
Jonathan Moxley. He did win the
New Japan
belt.
Yeah. I mean, number 8 is a good spot for Moxley. Top 5 is not a good spot, but number 8, I think, is serviceable for Mox. Number 7, who was number 6 last year, dropped a spot, is MJF.
Wow. Yeah.
Number 6, who was number 71 last year, jumped 65 spots, is Damian Priest. I don't agree with this at all.
No,
his reign was short.
He did win the Money in the Bank.
Yes.
But I also don't care that he won the Money in the Bank.
He was tag champion for a lot of it.
But they don't count that, I don't think.
Yeah, they do. It's championships won.
Okay.
Kayfabe wise, right? So, number 5, who was not on the list at all last year, your favorite wrestler of mine, Tetsuya Naito.
Not on the list at all.
One not of the
on greatest
list.
Wrestlers of all time.
Not on the list at all.
Made the top 10 now, though.
Yeah, top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a jump of over 500 spots. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Number 4, who was number 1 last year, dropped 3 spots. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
I think he should have been lower on the card or lower on the list. He should be around Mox because he really didn't do much. He was injured for half of it.
Yeah, I agree. I might be a little higher on both, but also lower on both. So
yeah. Number 3, which is kind of interesting, is Will Ospreay. From number 17 last year, jumped 14 spots.
I don't even know if I would have Will Ospreay on my list.
Yeah, he didn't do much this year.
No.
He was hurt for half of it. And we're talking the year. We're talking the year between July 23 to July 24.
So he just misses out on the Kenny Omega match.
And he
lost the belt.
And he misses out on winning the international championship twice. Or once at least.
So that's good. I like that. And then okay, so where are we now?
Number 2 was number 112 last year. Jumped 110 spots. Swerve Strickland.
Oh, he also didn't have the title, so
he did have the title.
Not last year. Not like when he was 112th.
No. He won it but he had a decent run.
This is the thing. We have to factor in this list based on the criteria that they use. You know what I mean? So it's like there's more to us. Like for me, Will Ospreay's number negative 2,472 because he's better than everyone in the world.
Yeah.
But on this list, the way they make it,
you have to use their criteria. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that takes us to number 1, who was number 10 on the list last year, is Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
I
So
don't
here,
agree with that.
this is what we're gonna do. Before we even open this up, I'm gonna give you my list
So
because I spent.
before we do,
Yeah,
this is the criteria that it's based on:
go ahead.
win-loss record,
Mm-hmm.
championships won, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
tag or whatever, quality of competition. That already disqualifies Cody Rhodes for me.
Fair.
Because Solo Sikoa, come on,
Fair.
twice, like
Fair.
major feuds. That I can agree with Cody because they had the Bloodline feud.
Mm-hmm.
Prominence within a wrestler's promotion. He is their top babyface.
Okay.
And overall wrestling ability.
And I
Cody
think all
Rhodes.
of these things we're saying factor into my number 1.
Okay. So I didn't put a list together, but go ahead. Let's hear yours.
Okay, at honorable mention,
Mm-hmm.
El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah.
He held multiple belts within that year. He
Mm-hmm.
was the top guy in that company almost.
Yeah.
He won. His win-loss record is great, and his caliber of wrestling is fantastic. I have him as an honorable mention. Number 10, Alex Shelley. The fact that Alex Shelley is not on the top 10 is
I don't even know where he
mind-boggling.
is.
He's 14th, I believe.
He's 14? Okay.
Um,
No, he's not.
what is he?
I don't know. Number 14, who was number 16 last year.
He's 23.
Yeah. Alex Shelley. Yeah, he jumped 25 spots, so that's good for him.
I don't care. That's not how it works in my books. Number 10, Alex Shelley. Number 9, Desperado.
Mm-hmm.
He is arguably the best junior heavyweight in that entire division in all of Japan at the time of when this
Won
list
the
would have been
junior
happening.
tournament and won the junior heavyweight
The
belt.
junior tournament would have been right at the very end of the window too.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I think that matters. I know he didn't have any belts, but I'm putting him on the list because I think it's insane that he's not on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then again, wrestling ability, what he means to the promotion.
Yeah.
And
he carried the division.
Yeah.
Because Takahashi was in and out, like not doing anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 8, Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who is on the list? He's just outside of the list.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe made it as number 11, jumped 3 spots from 14 to 11.
So that was 8. And number 7, I have Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Number 6, I have Jonathan Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, I have MJF.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I have Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, I have Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I have Naito. Number 1, I have Gunther. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Win-loss record, he never lost. How many matches did Cody Rhodes lose?
Prominence within the company, quality of feuds.
The number one guy not named Cody Rhodes is Gunther.
Yeah.
Prominent feuds, he had them. Held a belt the entire time. Set a record.
Yeah.
And he would have won the world title in that window as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, this is, I mean, we'll go down the list and I'll...
Actually, when did he win the world title? SummerSlam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was after the window then. It's June to June, right?
Yeah. So we'll go down the list. Some notable names. Samoa Joe jumped 3 spots, we mentioned. Sami Zayn jumped from 22 to 12. Drew jumped from 26 to 13. Bryan Danielson didn't move much, but I feel Danielson's number will be higher next year.
I think I put Gunther number 1 last year too.
Mm-hmm. We both did. He didn't lose the entire year. He was 666 days as champion.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People are insane.
Yeah. 15, it's a dumb one. Moose jumped from 220 to 15.
But I see why.
Mm-hmm.
See, the one that I don't understand is Nick Nemeth's rise, because most of those title wins, I believe, happened after June, right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
What did he win before June?
Nothing. Just the New
Japan.
Yeah.
But he won maybe he had AAA.
AAA as well, yeah. Sonata, I would have bumped him lower on the list. He was 11 last year. He's number 16 this year, but Sonata didn't do anything this year.
That's true.
Right? He was champion at Wrestle Kingdom, right? And he lost the belt.
I mean, Eddie Kingston had no prominent feuds.
No. And
he wasn't the face of a company.
But he held 3 belts, though.
But for not that long of a time combined, all 3.
Hijo del Vikingo dropped a lot.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali. I like Mustafa Ali's placement.
I agree too, but I feel like he wasn't belted up deeply in that run either. And a lot of that year span, he wasn't even wrestling.
Yeah. This is the one I don't a lot. This one I don't agree with. Adam Copeland went from 50 to 26.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. Also, I'm both. I agree with it and I don't agree with it. Keno went from 35 to 35,
Yeah, he stayed,
which to me that's like
but
I feel
Kiyomiya's
like
not there.
Kiyomiya's not there. But you know who should be higher? Zack Sabre Jr.
Yes. So let's look up.
Next year he's definitely going to be like in the top 5.
Zach is top 30 is number 33. He jumped 3 spots.
He should be in the top 20
Yes.
because he did have the TV title during that time for a large chunk.
Kiyomiya is actually lower down the list than Keno. He dropped from 29 to 47.
Yeah, like Rey Mysterio is 45. Like, explain that to me.
Yeah.
Hiromu Takahashi is lower than Rey Mysterio, and for a whole chunk of that, he was the champion.
Yep. EC3. I can understand because he's been NWA champ for a while now.
For a
at
long
40.
time.
Yeah. But Logan Paul is lower on the list. He stayed at 37. But what's his name? Was it LA Knight jumped 103 spots from 130 to 27.
You want to know, like,
didn't he win the belt at SummerSlam?
this is points here where it's like I have to like really question what's happening, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oba Femi is 53.
Okay,
Naito
Yobagoya.
was not ranked last
Mm-hmm.
year.
Mind you, Christian was not ranked last year, and this year he's where?
Christian should be at the fucking top. I didn't even
He's
think
29.
about that.
He's 29.
He should have been close to honorable mention for me. He should have been like 12th.
Dragunov jumped. He jumped 151 121 spots to
So
30.
in my zone of thinking about people to have as my honorable mention, I had
Christian Cage for sure.
I had Christian Cage, but I now I'm thinking that, but I didn't think of it before. Okay, so I admit
I
that.
would put Zack Sabre Jr. in that realm.
Zack Sabre Jr. was one of them. Keno and fucking Kiyomiya were both one of them, and then Ilya Dragunov was the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have been easily Christian Cage. I just didn't think about it. But El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. was very important to that company.
Yeah, and he's number 50. Mind you, he jumped 67 spots from 117 to 50.
But he was the national champion for a long period there, and in that time frame, I believe he did win the world title.
Number 55, who was not on the list last year, is Randy Orton.
He shouldn't even be on the list.
No. AJ Styles jumped from 99 to 56.
Because he was part of a lot of the feuds.
Yeah. Claudio dropped big time from 12 to 57. Jungle Boy jumped 14 spots. Desperado, this is way too low. He's number 60. He only jumped 55 spots.
Gabe Kidd is 194.
Okay. Atlantis, Rocky Romero was 62, jumped 17 spots. Why?
But he was the champion for a long time. He had multiple belts during that time frame.
Fletcher 65.
CMLL, remember he won the welterweight in CMLL.
That's true, yeah.
And
Takeshita 67.
Yeah.
Sabin 70.
He had the GCW middleweight belt or whatever MLW.
Like, see, this is what I don't get. Chris Sabin is at 70, and 72 is Pablo Escobar.
You know who I like that's rated kind of high? Nakajima.
Yeah, I like that.
He's like 32. Oh, he is 32. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okada's going to be really high next year.
Yeah, I think so. He's doing pretty good work. Ethan Page 75, which is fine. Let's see who made some big drops. That Umino jumped from 146 to 98.
Check all of our boys. Check all 4 of those guys. Ren Narita, the other guy, and the other guy.
Ren Narita jumped from 205 to 182, which is 23 spots. Who's the other one we're looking for? Yuya.
Suji and Yuya.
Yuya jumped. He did a big jump. He jumped from number 273 to 143, a jump of 130.
And I want to talk about this for a second. At the period of time when he would have been ranked 273, considering of all the things we're talking about, he wouldn't have been part of a prominent feud. He wouldn't have been the face of he would have did nothing. Because even though he was a good wrestler, he had no high caliber matches. So how did he get that ranking? But Naito wasn't on the list. And there was who else? Wasn't there
Suji is actually
guy?
ranked higher. Suji is ranked 71 from 159.
And what's our boy not Go Shiozaki, the other one? But why can't I remember his name? Nah.
Fuji.
Marufuji.
Marufuji. Maru. I don't even think he's on the list.
I think it's Mari or Mara. It's McMara-Fuji or
no, because I look up Fuji, it's not even there.
That's crazy.
So Marufuji is not on the list.
AJ Styles is on the list, but Marufuji is not on the list. See what I mean? Sometimes I don't think they're actually using their own thought process. I think when they get past the top like 50, it's just like a throw. Oh, has anyone heard of this guy? Let's put him on the list.
Naomichi Marufuji. I looked up the proper spelling of his name. Let's paste it. Yeah, not on the list.
Mental.
But Jack Cartwheel is.
Jack Cartwheel. Wait, check what's our cheeseburger. Check if cheeseburger's on the list.
Cheeseburger's on the list.
Of course he is, but not Marufuji.
But jumped 43 spots from 451 to 408.
What about Sunny Kiss?
Sunny Kiss is on the list. Jumped 59 spots.
Not Marufuji.
Caleb Newman and Sunny Kiss are right beside each other.
I mean, Sunny Kiss is a good wrestler.
Yes. And Caleb Newman. Now I need to look up my boy. Ninja Mac is on the list.
Okay, safe.
But he dropped 100 spots.
Unsafe.
From 246 to 346. But then again, he also lost the belt this year.
Yeah, but he also had 2 belts this year, didn't he?
Yes. Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks dropped from 43 to 352.
But he's been out for a long time.
Yeah. Now I'm curious. CM Punk is not on the list.
Yes.
Johnny TV is on the list.
Yes.
Flash Morgan Webster is on the list.
I saw that.
Ulka Sasaki is on the list.
But Marufuji's not on the list.
Yeah.
What's Go Shiozaki?
Go Shiozaki was not on the list last year. Is right behind Hiroshi Tanahashi, number 82.
That was the other guy. Remember last year there was 2 people. It was Go Shiozaki and Naito. We were like, how were they not on the list? Okay, so I got 2 more for you. Nagata, Yuji Nagata, and Kojima.
Yuji Nagata not on the list. Yep. And what was the other one?
Kojima.
Satoshi Kojima is on the list.
I mean, he's been a champion the whole time.
Yes. He jumped from number 60 to number 44 this year.
It's crazy at his age that he's still doing that. And
he jumped too. What was the other one too that we were looking at? Let's look up Ishii's on the list, 178.
Check Skywalker.
Jun Skywalker is there. Dropped a lot, 33 to 107. Who's the other guy? Oh, Jake Lee.
Jacob Lee.
Jake Lee dropped huge. 23 to 78. Just right behind Matt Cardona and right above Mance Warner.
See, like, you're putting Jake Lee in a spot where Mance Warner is. No offense to Mance Warner.
No. Yeah. That's
what's Chris Jericho?
In a vortex.
Nice. And then check Hook. And then check
Jericho
Taz.
dropped 24 to 90.
Rightfully so.
Hook jumped 20 spots from 103 to 83, right behind Go Shiozaki.
Oh, that's crazy.
And Shingo Takagi is at 85.
I can't believe fucking Tanahashi's on the list. Like, fuck that guy.
He won a whole bunch of belts this year.
I know he did.
And
It's
what he means to
unfortunate.
the promotion, he's still their ace. Go ace.
Yeah, like he's the ace because they don't have Okada.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other names we're thinking. Who are we missing? That's been in good feuds this year. Yeah, but they're missing a lot of big names.
Hologram. He won't even be on the list because he didn't even exist.
Nope, he's there. Was not on the list last year. Is 247.
He technically didn't exist until he got to AEW, which would have been after June to June.
But he was still wrestling in AAA
But he
as a
would
different.
be. It would be that in character, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it count?
It's
Because
still
isn't that part of it?
regardless, it's still the same. Evil jumped 50 spots from 304 to 254. Grayson Waller was not on the list last year, is now at 261.
What about who's the guy we just looked at before Grayson Waller?
Hologram?
Who's the white guy? David Finley. And then check Jacob White after.
Finley. Oh. David Finley, number 49, jumped 29 spots from 74 last year.
All right, now we need Juice Robinson and Jay White.
Juice Robinson, not on the list.
Fuck off.
Yeah, Juice Robinson is not on the. Robbie Eagles is. He jumped from 211 to 196.
We love Robbie Eagles.
Who's the other one? Who'd you say? Jay White?
Yeah, Jacob White.
Jay White is on the list. Dropped 78 spots from 32 to 110. Pac dropped 22 spots from 90 to 112.
I mean, Pac was injured for most of that.
Yes. Masha Slamovich is still on the list.
And it doesn't make sense to me. If you have a female list, why are you putting them on the, like, why isn't there men on the women's list then?
Yeah. AJ Francis did not make the list last year. Is at number 126.
That's too high, bro. Oh, you got check your boy PCO. He definitely did something. Or Thomas Dreamer.
PCO dropped 6 spots. 192 to 198.
After Thomas Dreamer, I got nothing left in the tank.
Thomas Dreamer is not on the list.
He was the digital media champion for the whole year.
Yes, but ELP jumped from 295 to 189.
Hey, that's a good guy. I like that guy.
Yeah. Royce Isaacs is now on the list, 183.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Leon Slater.
Joa Henry.
Doki. Okay, here's a good one. Doki. Not on the list last year, 176.
But he's great.
Yes.
He's champion still?
Yes.
Isn't there an event tonight? Or this morning?
I don't think so.
Destination?
I think it's Road to Destination, but not Destination.
I do have the app.
No, Destruction in Kobe is their next event, which is September 29th. This is Road to Destruction that they're doing.
Is Naito champion?
Yes. He's facing Great O'Khan.
Yeah, he's not going to lose to Great O'Khan.
No, because he's going to be because the next match is Zack Sabre Jr., King of Pro Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, that's where he's going to lose. I forgot. We already talked about all of that.
Yes. So Joe Henry, Braun Breaker dropped from 37 to 52.
Bronathan Breaker. I forgot about that character.
Yeah. Jack Perry jumped 73 to 59. Yeah, that's all I got too. You know who's not on the list this year?
Who?
Who was number 1 last year?
Tell me.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and it's weird because remember we were talking about like importance to a company.
Mm-hmm.
He was that all the way until the last 2 months of
Yeah.
that year. So it makes no
Solo
sense.
Sikoa dropped too. Solo dropped from 38 to
It
66.
makes no sense that Roman Reigns is not on that list.
Jacob Fatu dropped.
So it's if it's June to June,
Mm-hmm.
from June until when's Mania? April.
April.
So from June the year before until April, which is only 2 months before the end
And
of
he
the
was
term.
involved with The Rock and Cody.
Yeah, he was the number one guy in the company, the number one guy. Isn't that what matters? He was with the
Yeah.
best feuds, the best matches, the same matches Cody was in, and he
Mm-hmm.
won all of them. But he's
Mm-hmm.
not on the list. Please,
Yep.
someone explain. PWI, get your shit together. You suck.
Yeah. You know what? On the thumbnail, I'm going to troll everybody and put like Roman Reigns.
Just put like why the PWI top 500 sucks.
Yes. PW, like you said, PWI, get your shit together. And hopefully the women's list, when it comes out in a couple weeks, will be better than this.
Yeah, we've done it through. This is the third year now. And 1 year, the first year was pretty good. Last year was like a mess. This year is
Yeah.
kind of close, but it's still not. It doesn't make sense. Make some of
The
it make
the the
sense.
wrestlers there are good. It's the order that I'm not.
Right. And like Roman Reigns is not on the list.
Yeah. Just like last year. Naito was not on the list, and this year is number 5.
Go
Doesn't make sense.
Shiozaki was not
Okay,
on the
but think
list.
about it. Yeah. Like,
What did Go Shiozaki do this year to get him on the list?
didn't he win the
After June, he won that belt, that weird belt.
that K1 or whatever, the
Yeah.
AWA belt, right?
The AWA
Yeah.
belt. But I think he did win the actual world championship at one point, and they had the tag team belts, him and Nakajima.
He did win the N1 within that time period
Okay,
last
we'll
year.
allow it. We're allowing it.
Right. So when is Noah's next event?
It probably happened and we didn't even know
No,
about it.
I haven't seen a Noah event in a while.
Well, I can look at it because I have the app. There's an app for that.
Yes. Because I have like a couple bookmarks saved, like with all the major events. And like the last event was in July, Destination
Sunny Voyage is the 21st.
of this month.
Yeah.
Okay, that's their next one.
And Star
Okay.
Navigation happened on the 14th. Well, that's today.
That's the one you're thinking of then.
And it's Kiyomiya versus Oiwa.
Ooh.
Oh man, I might have to watch that.
We might have to review that one. Star Navigation, Noah.
Wait, there was a thing on September 1st, Kiyomiya versus Keno again. How did we miss that one?
Star Navigation. Night 2. Yeah, but these are a bunch of them, right? Night 4, Night 5, which is the one you were talking about, or Night 6?
I don't know. To me, it just says Star Navigation 2024 9/14 Oiwa versus Kiyomiya.
I don't see that on here.
It's literally on Stream Archive. Scroll down to Stream Archive.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the.
Do you want to see a picture of it?
I believe you. Interesting.
And the other event is called just Abima Presents. Oh, that was N1 Victory Finals. We did see that. What the hell am I talking about? I literally watched that.
Yeah. Yeah, because Night 7, I don't have it here. I'm looking at the wiki page. Kiyomiya versus. Yeah, that was Star Navigation, which was April 11th, which was Kiyomiya versus Keno, right?
Hey, I don't know what you're in the April. It's September.
Yes, but there was Night 5, which was Oiwa, Kondo, and Sasaki versus Alejandro, Kiyomiya, and Keno.
Okay, this is what's on this card. Okay. The main event is Oiwa versus Kiyomiya. The semifinal is the GHC national match, Sasaki versus Soya. The 5th is 8, and then the rest of it's all like weird tag shits.
Okay. Well, what's the next one you said? Star Voyage? No. Sunny Voyage?
Sunny Voyage is 9/21. And there's no match lineup.
Yeah,
but there's a Sunny Voyage like 3 times there.
Yeah, because that's kind of like their it's like a monthly, like a bi-monthly show, but
Yeah,
we'll figure something out. We'll watch it and maybe do the review for you next week because there's not much going on next week. They'll probably give you a state next week though.
fair enough.
We'll talk about Julia's debut in NXT.
Fair enough.
So with that out of the way, guys, you probably heard us ramble long enough. Make sure, like I said, you go down, subscribe. We're about 10 away from 350. Let's make that happen before the end of the year. 400 would be nice, but let's aim for 350. So with that out of the way, thanks again for joining us. Tune in next week. We may or may not do Sunny Voyage, and we will definitely be doing a state for you next week. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye, Campos Fuzzy, and good night.